is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are thrilled to once again return to the gateway to the West, the proud city of St. Louis, Missouri. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. But he won't quite make it to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
And they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give another chance.
Give him another shot.
I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to win the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 58 yards.
It was a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Vancouver first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Powell. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up
When
second.
you look at this defense, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
On first down.
Second down and 6 now.
Number 7. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Play action, no throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the football will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, timing is everything in a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
This little short throw to Witten. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. They'll look to throw here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And his kick here is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. From the 33, here's second down and 7. He'll drop to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Complete to number 2. That's a gain of 6.
They'll go with the keeper. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And it's good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10. Now they try the right side here. Oh, a solid stiff arm. It's an open field. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Visitors 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
You've got fan bases that they're happy with that field goal.
don't know the fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
And a Vancouver first down.
They run with Powell. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now third down and 7.
And it's third down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Intended for number 34.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
50-yard line.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's now second and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Short pass to Howard.
9
yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
It's a quarterback sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
For a St. Louis first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. St. Louis football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll run here with Sims. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
first and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll set up the throw. Touchdown! Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 75. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Well, he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Visitors 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That's on 2nd down. Complete to number 35. A gain of
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
First down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
First down.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receiver,
No, bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side.
The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
they may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there, and Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in a running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. They go play action here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
First down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Intended for Austin Eckler. It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one across the 20 to only up to about the 21. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
That's taken on the 25. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They're on 34-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dances by him. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they'll try to run the option here. Now he's loose again.
Touchdown! How about that? Their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Brandon, you and I have covered a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays, here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown on the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. Discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
2nd down.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
First down, Vancouver.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10.
Visitors 10.
And it's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. There's a nice move. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. Now this offense ready to head back out there. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
At the 37-yard line.
2nd and 1. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. The clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 2nd down and a yard. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and minicamps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field, and it's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and this certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hansen with our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots down.
The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing left sideline complete. It's Howard.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's another St. Louis.
They'll try and run it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tackle lead at the 5-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up
2nd and 5. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Looking to put a drive together. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
strong gain of 14.
First down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Now he's able to break to one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a
If
yard.
these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
2nd and 11. And that went off the mark behind him, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll drop the throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
17 yards. And the Vancouver first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
In motion here is Witten. Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The second down.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They gash him in a big way on that last run, and defense fortunate to tackle him on the 2-yard line, but doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with the defense's plan. And that's the one thing the coordinator has to do to make sure the confidence stays high. Okay, sometimes you're going to get a big play against us. That doesn't mean we change everything and abandon our game plan, but now they have to stiff it and try and keep him out of the end zone.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
24.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. And we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. And a huge play. Play a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
At the 25-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there on 3rd down. And even 50 yards.
And a Vancouver first down.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
A gain of 15. And
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Touchdown! A 16-yard touchdown. And his guys have made this a one-score game now.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
31.
It is Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. On the ground, the drive starts with Sims. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run it again with Sims. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. He'll look to throw. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scrambler goes for 20.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now they run with Sims. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
That's another St. Louis first down.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Third and 4.
They'll set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. 34 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
As we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pushes past him. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And back to the 30. It'll be second down. 2nd and 6.
At the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw here. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Now he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Again, they run with Sims. Very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
Well, they're going option play on third down. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him now?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth.
St. Louis, first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Brings up second and 8.
Draw play to Sims. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Vancouver first down.
They'll set up the throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Well, I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And now back out comes the offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward of him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff that we're looking for.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
St. Louis first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get an ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
At the 36-yard
So after the
line.
loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave him with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. What a great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense and make sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Visitors 31.
On the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. This little short throw to Witten. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw.
The 27-yard line.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 30. And the Vancouver 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Looking to put a drive together. Now an inside run to Jerome Felton. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd down and 8. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw here. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4.
It's 4th down.